simple aspect of verb. Now today, grade 12 learners, you are expected to learn how to identify the simple aspect and tense of verb. Second, you are expected to learn how to give the correct form of the verbs in simple past, in simple present, and in simple future. And lastly, you are expected to learn how to construct and write sentences using verbs in the simple aspect and tense. Okay, so before moving on to our discussion, I will let you watch this video first, because this video that you are about to watch has something to do with our topic, or it has something to do with our lesson today. So if possible, you have to write down the important things so that you will be able to answer my questions later. Everybody pay attention.
Past and present and future tense. Yesterday, today, tomorrow makes sense. I rap, I will rap. Simple tense is simply that. Then functional verb is to indicate when the action happens. That's how we get tense. I'll say what.
Write down the important things and you'll be able to answer the questions later.
Okay, grab a gang. Are you ready to join in? Yeah! Let's do this. 3, 2, 1, go. Dance in the past tense is 3, 2, 1, dance.
Okay, now observe how the words transform from one form to another.
Past tense, what is the present? 3, 2, 1, jump, jump, jump. And one more time, everybody jump. Wiggle in the future tense is 3, 2, 1, hop in the future tense.
Everybody have your hands?
3, 2, 1, wait is the past tense, what is the present? 3, 2, 1, wait. And one more time, everybody wait. Past and present and future tense.
Alright, so I hope you were able to list those important things, and I am hoping that you were able to observe how a word transforms from one form to another. Alright? Okay, so question, what was the video or what was the song all about? It was all about what? Yes, Tristan? The song was all about? Yes, very good. The song was all about the simple tenses of the verb. Now, in your previous lessons, you have learned already about verb, that verb is an action word. You have now an idea already that's about subject-verb agreement and how to make the subject and the verb agree with each other. Alright, so today, as I had said earlier, you will be learning about simple aspect of the verb. You will learn also how to give the correct form of the verb in the simple past, simple present, and simple future. And lastly, you will learn today how to construct and write sentences using appropriate grammatical structure. Alright, grade 4 learners, let's focus on the sentences posted on the board. I will read the sentences first and then you repeat after me. Alright? Grade 4 learners, are you all set? Alright, very good. Alright, so this time I need volunteers. I want you to underline the verb used in each sentence. So for number 1, who would like to answer? Yes, Sherwin. Okay, thank you, Sherwin. How about number 2? Underline the verb used in sentence number 2. Yes, Joshua. Okay, thank you, Joshua. How about sentence number 3? Who would like to underline the verb used in sentence number 3? Yes, anybody from the class? Yes, Jerome. Okay. Thank you, Jerome. How about sentence number 4? Underline the verb used in the sentence. Roland. Okay, Roland, underline the verb used in sentence number 4. How about sentence number 5? Peter. Alright, thank you, Peter. And for sentence number 6, yes, Anthony. Okay, thank you, Anthony. Okay, great verb learners, I see you're on the board. Let us now check your classmates' answer. Okay, everybody, read sentence number 1. The president continues to motivate people to take care of the environment. The underlined word is continues. Is this correct? Okay, very good. Check. How about sentence number 2? Everybody read. The teachers continue to motivate pupils to take care of the environment. What is the underlined word? The underlined word is continue. Is this correct? Is this correct? Okay, very good. Check. How about sentence number 3? Everybody read. He continued working with a group his father founded since 2002. The underlined word is continued. Is this correct? Okay, very good. How about this sentence? Everybody read. Janice bought a new watch last week. The underlined word is bought. Okay? Is this correct? Very good. How about this sentence? Everybody read. They will continue to inspire people of all ages. The underlined word is will continue. Is this correct? Is this correct? Are you sure? Will, the underlined word is will continue. Are you sure that this is the correct answer? Are you sure that this is the verb used in the sentence? Alright, very good. Check. And how about this sentence? Everybody read. She will work in a foreign country to support her children's education. What is the underlined word? Everybody read. Okay, will work. Is this correct? Absolutely correct. Now, the question is, based from the video that you have watched earlier, what do you call this underlined words? What do you call this underlined words? Anybody from the class? Based from the video that you have watched earlier, I told you to list the important details so that you will be able to answer my questions. Now the question is, what do you call this underlined words? Anybody from the class? Yes, Marco. Okay, very good. These words are examples of tenses of the verb. So, based from the video that you have watched earlier, the video was all about what again? It is all about the simple aspect of the verb. Okay, so meaning to say, these underlined words are examples of simple aspect of the verb in different tenses. Okay? Understood? Very good. Okay, now, based from the video that you have watched earlier, what are the 3 tenses under simple aspect of the verb? Anybody from the class? Based from the video that you have watched earlier, what are the 3 tenses under simple aspect of the verb? Anybody from the class? Yes, Marga. Simple past tense. Very good. Okay, what else? Nico. Okay, very good. Another is simple present tense. And what is the last one? What is the last tense? Monique. Alright? Okay, thank you. Simple future tense. Okay, remember. Okay, everybody read this. Simple past tense. Again, simple past tense. Next. Simple present tense. Again, simple present tense. And the last one is simple future tense. Again, everybody read. Simple future tense. Okay, always remember that these 3 tenses are under simple aspect of the verb. Okay? Question. Teacher Nick, what do you mean by simple present tense? Okay. Simple present tense shows a present condition, habitual action, and natural law or general truth. The base form and the S form of the verbs are used in the present tense. Okay, how about simple past tense? Everybody read, what is simple past tense? Simple past tense is used for events that happened at a specific time in the past. Meaning to say the action is what? Is it already done? Okay, very good. Regular verbs form their past tense by adding the or ed form of the base form, while irregular verbs form their past tense by changing the spelling of the word. Alright, how about simple future tense? What do you mean by simple future tense? Okay, everybody read what is simple future tense? Okay, simple future tense expresses actions that will happen or will be done in the future. Okay, the forms will or shall plus a verb is used in talking about future actions. Now this time, let's go back to our sentences posted on the board, and we will identify if those sentences belongs to the simple present tense, simple past tense, or simple future tense. Sentence number 1 and sentence number 2 is an example of what? What tense of the verb? Very good. Sentence number 1 and sentence number 2 is an example of simple present tense. Why? Why do you say so? Steve. Okay, very good. Because the rule states that exactly. The rule states that the base form and the S form of the verb are used in the present tense. Okay? So, therefore, sentence number 1 and number 2 is an example of simple present tense. Okay? Let's proceed to the next sentence. He continued working with a group his father founded since 2002. The underlined word is continued. Now, the question is the action done already? Is the action done already in this sentence? Yes, April. Okay, the action is done already. Where do you say so that the action is done already? Okay, because of the time marker. What is our time marker here? What is our time expression? Since 2002. Now let's move to the next sentence. Janice bought a new watch last week. The underlined word is bought. Okay? What do you mean by bought? Arnold, what do you mean by bought? Buy. Very good. Okay, the action is done already. Why do you say so? Because of our time marker or time expression. What is our time marker or time expression here? Last week. When we say last week, meaning to say the action is done already. Very good. So, therefore, these sentences are examples of what? Okay, these are examples of simple past tense. The rule states that the regular verb or regular verbs form their past form by adding the or ed at the end of the word. Very good. Now, how about this for the sentence? What does the rule state? Is this an example of regular verb or irregular verb? Yes, Peter. Alright. This is an example of an irregular verb because the spelling was totally changed. Okay? What does the rule state? Irregular verbs form their past form by what? Changing its... Exactly, by changing its spelling. Very good. They will continue to inspire people of all ages. The underlined word is will continue. And this sentence is an example of what? Okay, very good. It's an example of simple future tense. The rule states that to form the future tense of the verb, we have to add the word will plus the base form of the verb. Directions, everybody read. Underline the verb used in the sentence. On the blank, write PR if it shows simple present, PA if it shows simple past, and write FU if it shows simple future. So who would like to answer number 1? PA, check, very good. Next. Okay, future simple, future tense, very good. Now for sentence number 3, let us check present tense, okay? Now let's move on to our next activity. Directions, write the correct form of the verb listen as indicated in the parentheses. Okay, who'd like to answer number 1? Alright, for sentence number 2, everybody read. She listened to the news yesterday. What is asked? The simple past tense of the word listen. So, the word listened with ed at the end of the verb is what? Is it correct? Yes, very good. Now, what's next? Sentence number 3. Everybody read. Yang will listen to her newly downloaded songs tonight. Again, Yang will listen to her newly downloaded songs tonight. What is asked? The simple future tense of the word listen. So how are we going to form the simple future tense of the word listen? We have to add what? We have to add a word, will, very good, and plus the base form of the verbs. That is why sentence number 3 is this correct? Very good. Alright, now let's move on to our next activity. Directions, write on the blank the correct form of the verb. Last month. Is this the correct answer? Very good. How about sentence number 3? They will celebrate the United Nations Day in October. What is the correct answer? Will celebrate. Very good. So this time I'm going to ask questions to verify if you really learned something today. So the first question is, what are the 3 basic tenses under simple aspect of the verb? Again, what are the 3 basic tenses under the simple aspect of the verb? Give me one. Monique. Alright, very good. The simple present tense. Give me another one, Margot. Alright, very good. The simple past tense. What else? Yes, Jerome? The simple future tense. Okay, everybody? What are those 3 basic tenses? Simple present, simple past, and simple future tense of the verb. Oh, very good, impressive. Next question. How are you going to form the past tense of the verb? Again, how are you going to form the past tense of the verb? Yes, Imelda. Okay, again, say it in a complete sentence. To form the past tense of the verb, what are you going to do? Alright, very good. To form the past tense of the verb, you just have to simply add be or ed. Very good. At the end of the word. If it's what? If it is a regular verb. But how about irregular verb? How are we going to form the past tense of the irregular verb? Okay, by changing the spelling. Very good. Okay, next question. How are you going to form the future tense of the verb? Yes, Stephen. How to form the future tense of the verb? Okay, by adding will at the beginning of the verb and then, okay, very good. Will plus the base form of the verb. Very good, Stephen. Alright, next question. What form of the verb are you going to use if the subject is singular? Again, what form of the verb are you going to use if the subject is singular? Jerome. Okay, you had to take the S form of the verb. Very good. How about this question? What form of the verb are you going to use if the subject is plural? Again, what form of the verb are you going to use if the subject is plural? Alright, you just have to use what? Yes, Nicole? Very good. You just have to use the base form of the verb. Very good. All right? Thank you so much. All right, let's call it a day. I know that all of you learned something today, and I am very glad of your impressive performance. So I hope that you'll continue doing that. I hope that you're going to participate always. God bless everyone. Goodbye, grade 5. They say, goodbye, teacher Nick. Thank you for teaching us. Mabuhay. All right, do it again. All right, very good. See you tomorrow.